Hello, art friends, and welcome back to another episode of Mr. O'Neill's Art Class on YouTube. We are today in day 3 of Lego Week.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team.
And today for Lego Week, you can remember in day 1 we were working with vehicles. Day 2 we were working with, oh my gracious, this is going to be crazy to pick up. Oh, we were working with Lego houses. Is it? Pieces of it fall off as I pick it up. That's probably a bad plan. But today we're going to put all of that stuff away and we're going to do something else. We're going to do a background. And I know that's a little bit weird for Legos. So we're going to be working with Legos, but not actually working with Legos today. So what I need you to do is you're going to be taking a big, giant, huge piece of paper. Or, again, you could get out a big chunk of cardboard. Or you could, of course, go straight back to a three-sided piece of parts of an Amazon box, which is our favorite quarantine art material, is the Amazon box. Any of those things, and I'm going to show you a little bit about what we're going to be doing with them. All right, so here I've got my paper laid out on my desk, and I'm just using a big gigantic piece of paper, but again, you could use cardboard or whatever, and I'm actually using I'm recycling a little bit. This is a piece of paper that I've had on my desk for a couple weeks, showing you, and it's got some stuff on it. But what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to make a background. For what I'm doing is yes, we're not building with Legos today, like I said, but I am going to make just something that I could use to go kind of behind my Legos, behind where they are. And so I'm going to start out just kind of doing, I don't know, some kind of sidewalky looking thing, just laying it out like this, maybe. And I'm going to draw, like I said, I've got these little marks all over the paper from where I'd been doing other things for the past couple of weeks, but that really doesn't matter for what we're doing today. We just want something that's going to look nice behind what we're going to do. So I'm just going to kind of draw things out, and it doesn't matter exactly what I'm doing. Put a building with some windows in it, a door like this, and then maybe there's another color building next to it. And this is Lego World, remember? So we don't have to be, like have colors like we would in normal things. Yes, we probably don't normally get to see like a purple building, or let's make a green one next door to this one. So you don't see those things normally, but when we're working with Lego, we can completely do that sort of thing. So I am going to go ahead and just kind of speed you up so you can see the rest of what I'm doing. So am I done yet? No. I've got a lot left to do. I mean, I know that took a lot of time and that was a lot. This is probably the most time consuming of this entire project. I gotta go in and I gotta fill in all these holes in the coloring over here in the sides. You can see that there's some spaces over here where the grass didn't quite fill in. The sidewalks and stuff, that's got to be done. The details, as I'm going to do the stripes on the road, I'm going to brighten them up. All of these things are going to need to be done especially what most people forget to do all the time. If you look outside, well, not on a day like today, but if you look outside on a lot of days, you're going to see the sky, and the sky is going to have a color to it. And you got to decide, because there's a lot of different blues, at least in my color. So I'm scribbling in a little bit, and it's like, I don't like that blue. Do I like this blue? Is that a nice blue for the sky? Is that a nice blue? People argue, decide. So I'm going to choose this one, maybe get all these rest of these crayons out of my sky. You've got to fill in all of this space here in the sky, because the sky is going to come down and touch the ground. Over here where there is ground, the sky is going to come down and touch it. So I'm going to start up here in the sky, and I'm not just going to just color a little bit across the top. I'm going to touch the top of that tree, and I'm going to keep going around the tree. I'm not coloring over it, but I'm going to touch this tree as well. Color all the way around and around and around and around and around and around and around, all the way down until my sky touches the ground. Because if you go outside and you look, the sky touches the ground where you can see it. Sometimes, you know, there'd be a whole row of trees or something back here, and the sky would just touch the trees. Or if you're looking out on the cityscape, the sky is not just going to be up here in this, up here at the top, not going to just go across the top like that. That sky is going to go all the way down until it touches the tops of the buildings. So you've got to fill in all of that space as well. And I'm not going to make you watch me do all of that, but I'm going to do some sky. I'm going to darken some things in here. I'm going to speed you up, and let's do a little bit more of that. So there we have basically our finished drawing. I could go back, I could spend some more time on it. You can spend as much time as you want, but what we are looking for is a completely filled in space, okay? And once you have that, let's talk about what else we're gonna do with it. So, like I said before, we've got our finished and completed piece right here. Is my computer's making some noises because I just had my power plugged in, but I'm not. So we're going to take this piece and we're going to be able to stand it up, okay? Is what I like to do with this is I'm going to stand it up and attach it to something. I'm going to take it and put on like this little lap desk deal. So I've got this lap desk here that you can see, and I'm going to get it taped. Kind of tough to do three hands and film at the same time. I'm going to get it taped on to the edges of that so it stands up. So hang on just a second, I'll show you that. Okay, like I said, I'm going to get this taped onto the edge of this lap desk. You don't have to use a lap desk. Taping it on the edge of this is, I'm going to flip it around the other way maybe, and just kind of get it taped up over on the sides. Because what I want to do is I want this to be able to stand up, and I'm going to show you why in just a second. So tape it right there. It is going to take some work to get this to stand up, I promise you. I usually do it like this. If I fold the sides a little bit, I hope you can see this. If I fold the sides, that is going to help give the paper some strength. So I tape the back just right here, flip her around. It does not want to stand. So that's why we take our tape. I'm just using regular Scotch tape. Like anything that we're taping, you guys can tape anything you want. This is where it helps. Oh my gracious. Tape is fighting me today. Tape and glue. Whenever I do a live show doesn't want to cooperate. Get that taped right there. Oh, this is still not doing what I want it to do. So maybe if I do the other side. Get this taped in here. And it's getting better, but it's not right. You're gonna have to take some more time and get this to do what you want it to do. So after a fair amount of struggling, I have finally gotten my backdrop attached to the lap desk. And the reason that I want to do that, I did that by using this piece of cardboard right here. I folded up a piece of cardboard and it stands all the way to the ground right there, and that's going to help it stand up. And the reason I did that, let's see if we can get you back on the tripod so I can use my hands to show you the rest of this, is what I have done is now I have a perfect space that I can take my other Lego creations and I can put them right here in front of the backdrop. So, and if I angle this correctly, all you're really gonna see is my house and my vehicles and my Lego peoples playing the part of actual regular Lego people. We have Princess Leia and Han Solo. And we can take nice little pictures or whatever in front of our Lego backdrop. We'll be working with all of these pieces and parts on tomorrow's episode or tomorrow's issue, and it's going to be a special two-parter where what we're going to do tomorrow with all of these things we're going to do over Thursday and Friday. So tune back in to see some more of Lego Week. I'm sorry today was such a struggle, but sometimes art goes that way. So there are no mistakes, only happy little accidents. And we've got a nice setup and we're ready to go. And I will see you tomorrow.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of